Thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner here on YouTube. And don't forget to leave us a like and a comment.
And you can share with a friend if you enjoy it, and subscribe so you're notified of new videos.
Thanks and enjoy the show.
The backyard is just a mess.
This week on Today's Homeowner, we're giving a yard that's gone to the dogs back to its owners.
The dogs have claimed it, and we want it back.
Frank and Suzanne Hicks are empty nesters who have raised 5 kids in this home over the last 28 years. Frank loves to tinker, but Suzanne has a rather large project in mind for their backyard.
We've got a big backyard, and we used to have the whole play set and the tree house and the zip line and everything for the kids. Now they're grown and they're gone, and so is the play set, and so is the tree house. When we have friends come over, we're really kind of confined to the house or just the deck, because the backyard is just a mess.
We kind of lost our backyard to the dogs.
We love our dogs. They're our children's substitute since the kids are gone.
Right.
But they love to dig. So we'd like to claim some of that yard back and have a place to entertain friends and then our adult children when they come home.
Oh.
Frank's always busy, and he loves it. He loves to be creative, and it's really something that I didn't really realize about him when we were, first married.
You're so talented, my dear.
That's what he tells me all the time.
This was a recent project that was a potting shed. Now I think we're going to call it the bar.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's an evolution, that
yeah,
happens
It
pretty
is,
well.
it is.
we all kind of gravitate toward these beautiful
Oh, man.
trees.
It's kind of a little canopy there almost.
It's really cool the way that, the wind, I'm sure at one time, just blew it over that way and it's continued to grow, and it's just a really neat setting.
What are some of the ideas you guys had? I mean, this is a great place to hang out and enjoy a dinner or whatever.
And that's exactly what we had thought about. And, we have the picnic table, and we'd love to have a place where we can enjoy outside. Because the tree just is just a really...
Oh, it's a wonderful setting.
Yeah, it's a wonderful setting. It just adds some grace, and we just said it would be great to have some lighting, have our food out here, and now that we've got the little place where we can set up some,
Sure, the bar.
the bar.
I can think of a number of ways to create a surface and a walkway out here that, would blend in. You really wouldn't want something like a concrete or pavers or anything like that, but I have a couple ideas on how to create a nice little surface that'll blend in and keep your feet dry and really create that destination from the main part of the house right out in here. I can think of a number of ways to do that.
That's great, to make it accessible. I think and we would enjoy it if we really felt like it was accessible.
Lighting, some lighting, and all that, but that would be wonderful.
Now, what
out
about
here.
lighting? Any ideas there? Certainly, we can do some perimeter lighting on that, but
that's
almost
a good
begs for
idea.
something to happen up there.
There is a project in the garage that I'm going to have to show you. It's actually a big iron chandelier that I have kind of created myself. Getting it up there might be a task, where we might need your help.
We love tasks.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So the plan will include a pathway from the house that ends in a large patio for the picnic table. Along the way, we'll add an interesting prep table that Frank has planned from a large slab of cedar. For the pathway and patio, I'm planning to use compactable Paver Base, which should create exactly the kind of surface we need. While I lay out the path and patio, Alan gets started cutting the fiber cement siding we'll use for forms to contain the Paver Base. Once the patio location is set, all we have left is to position the fire pit. Right where you're standing is probably the great place for the fire pit.
Perfect.
And you know
That
what?
sounds great.
It's a lot closer to the bar.
The bar is the next thing to move so we can remove the unleveled deck it was resting on.
This is where the measure twice, cut once.
Oh, that's
I
where
got
that
that
came
backwards.
in. I see.
And
So they invented the frame because of you.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
all right, got it.
That's right. So
Occasionally we see something that's not quite right. Homeowners usually have an excuse. Well, Frank had a lot of them.
I think it got dark that night too, and my laser battery for the level it was out.
boy.
And so I just decided I'm going to finish this puppy up
How
right
many
now.
excuses was that? I've already counted 3.
He had a reason for everything. Good though, I liked it. It's all
I think I
good.
got it covered.
They're all good.
I got it covered.
It got dark. My laser level with.
And the cutting rule.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to dress up this porch railing with some flower boxes, but rather than build them out of wood, I decided to take a shortcut and make them out of plastic rain gutter. I took the rain gutter and I cut it about 3 feet long, slipped in a couple of mounting brackets and some end caps, then drilled 1/4-inch diameter drainage holes on the bottom. Now I'm just going to fasten it directly to the railing. I'm just going to line up these brackets with the balusters, one in the center of each, and attach it with a couple of decking screws. There's one. There you go. Now I'm going to put in a piece of landscape fabric. That's just to plug up those holes that prevent dirt from filtering through. Plug up those drainage holes. Now I'm going to fill it with soil and put into plants. Let me show you one I did earlier. Here you go. Just the right size, centered on the railing. Beautiful place to put in some flowering plants.
We're helping Frank and Suzanne Hicks create an outdoor entertaining space that takes advantage of their shady backyard.
The dogs have claimed it, and we want it back.
We've mapped out a pathway with several attractions along the way, and now it's time to start filling in between the lines. After a little excavation, we're installing fiber cement form boards on either side of the path. These will remain in place to retain the paver base that will form the surface, so we're staking them down on the inside of the form just a few inches below the top. Once the forms are complete and the soil is tamped down, we're ready for the paver base.
What is this?
All right, this is the paver base. Now, normally you would take this and you would put it down and you would tamp it and then you would put pavers on it.
Okay.
So later on, if you want to put pavers, no problem. So we can go ahead. I'll cut it.
Itself, huh?
Yeah, we'll tamp it a little bit afterwards. So why don't the two of y'all grab this and then dump it in the hole. That's how simple it is. You just dump it, I'll spread it.
That didn't work too well, did it? There we go.
There you go. Now, that's one down, 215 to go.
My back was saying, Frank, it's going to be tough. As they
That's
get
right.
lighter as they go.
Yeah, they get lighter. Yeah, oh yeah,
We
definitely.
get stronger.
Yeah. Man.
200 and what now?
Yeah, 213 to go now.
But who's counting?
Pavestone says the color of their base material varies by region throughout the country, but what's important is that this material packs together tightly, making a pretty tough surface on its own. It is going to be just hard like a concrete slab.
Like, but it's still permeable to water, kind of.
Somewhat.
That's awesome.
Somewhat better than concrete.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Good.
perfect. And
I like that.
So we continue digging out the path, staking the forms, and spreading base material. You know, I'm really not sure that Frank and Suzanne fully understood what the little pathway would look like. And once we get a little dirt and some of the leaves kind of piled up around the form boards, it'll kind of melt right into the landscape, which is exactly what we want. Then it leads right out to the fire pit. Hey, you guys got a little help going on out there. And,
We do.
Oh, they're
hard to
supervising.
and only
That's right.
100 more bags to go.
Oh, yeah.
for you.
It's looking great. Thank you.
Got plenty of help over there. And of course, we've got plenty more base to put down here, but Alan and Bear is actually working on one of the trickier parts, creating this radius, which is going to be the destination of this entire project. Think about it. All of the base down, the table right in here, painted really nice, the chandelier hanging down. Man, I can see it. Once the forms are complete, it's all hands on deck to finish spreading the base material. All hands, but not all paws. It's okay, boys. Y'all just stay right there.
Don't mind us.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay, boys. Don't you just love dogs and how they can relax no matter what's going on around them?
These two dogs rule everything, the house and the yard. So we have to work around them right now.
Let's go. Got a tamp.
We got a tamp.
Come on.
It's time to work.
Charlie,
Come on, boys.
come on.
That's funny. Leave their
There you go.
imprint
Thank
right
you.
there.
There you go.
I think this can get us to the next project. So, Suzanne, you've been talking about the fire pit a lot. Are you ready to learn how to actually build a fire pit in less than an hour?
Oh, absolutely.
Whoa,
Absolutely.
let's see her perk up on that
Well,
one.
yeah, you know.
Well, let's go. Let's do that. This fire pit kit from Pavestone consists of web-shaped blocks in a variety of sizes and a metal ring to line the pit. The ring helps us to mark the center so that we can begin laying the stones based on the color-coded plan. Okay, a little bit like putting together a puzzle. So you have 4 different layers, and each of us will have our own color.
All right.
We want purple first.
All right. So I can
And
put one
then
down.
let's go with a green, and that will be on that side,
This
Frank.
side?
Uh-huh. And then a yellow on this side. The narrow edge of each wedge lines up on the outside of the circle we marked on the ground. Between the rows, we add construction adhesive to lock the blocks together and keep the project moving. But for some reason, my team seems to be a little grumpy.
Think of the game of Twister. You spin the wheel and you have to do all these things. Danny's the guy that just sits there spinning the wheel while we're doing all the work. We're going red, yellow, blue, red. He just, okay, red, yellow, blue, purple. That's Danny.
Well, you know, I think he's had practice at that.
He was trying to figure out the color code on the tablet and giving the directions.
He's doing what he does best.
You know, every project needs some close supervision. I'm glad I was able to provide that. Despite the near mutiny, eventually the fire pit is complete.
Well, Allison, now that the weather is warm, I am ready to start cooking out. And Weber's got the Genesis 2 grill, which I think is going to make it a whole lot easier.
I think so too. One of the nice things about this grill compared to other ones, sometimes when you go to start your grill, it's a royal pain.
Even this type.
Right, but this particular one is great because it has an ignition system, and for each burner control, there's an internal switch. So when you turn the knob,
it starts.
Yes.
Gotta love that. You're not just sitting there hitting that little red button every time. And with the 3 burners, you're gonna get 37,500 BTUs of heat, so it's gonna get a lot of heat in here. And look at the grates. Now I've got one flipped over. It just really depends upon what you want. Do you want a skinny sear mark or do you want a thicker sear mark? The choice is yours.
And a lot of people actually have a preference.
It still tastes just as good, doesn't
I
it?
know. I like it anyway.
I know, me too.
Another nice thing about it is the grease management. It has a funnel, so it collects all the grease into the disposable drip pan in the cook box underneath.
That is very convenient, and I bet it reduces flare-ups as well.
Absolutely.
Well, now that we got our grill, we just got to find somebody to cook for us.
I like it.
Frank and Suzanne's outdoor entertaining space is taking shape with the completion of the path and patio surface, as well as the fire pit. Now it's time to rehab this tired old picnic table. Alan, have you been over here doing repairs?
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
Who did these repairs,
Was
Suzanne?
that the last time
I don't know.
got
I think
my eyes checked?
Wow, there were some interesting things going on under that table.
I make it up as I go, and whatever nails and screws and saws I have handy, that's what goes into the project.
I'm as guilty as the next guy for just trying to make a quick repair. But this poor picnic table, it looks like it has had that quick repair at least 85 times.
Once all the damaged material and Band-Aid repairs have been removed from the table, we rebuild the supports and move it into the garage so Frank and Suzanne can prep and paint it overnight. Oh, it's about time you show up here. Hey, have you seen this chandelier that Frank created?
No, I've heard about it. I've heard about it.
It's kind of like a wagon wheel,
Yeah.
a little eclectic looking, but so perfect for this kind of situation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tackle that. And another thing he has, which you know how much we love wood.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he went to a sawmill and he got this thick slab. I don't know how he got this thick slab of cedar. It's all one big giant heavy piece.
Okay.
And he's already kind of cleaned it, put one coat of varnish on it, and you guys need to somehow install it as a table between these
it's
3 trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think about these people?
Oh, well, I like their enthusiasm.
He probably worked all night last night on that table. By the end of the day,
Right.
we'll have all of this done, and they'll really be able to appreciate this backyard. All right, get busy here.
Let me get to it.
So while I'm getting the chandelier ready to hang, Frank began showing Alan his template for the cedar top.
So we've cut it so it merges itself in between the trees.
Gotcha.
Like this. And what do you think about that height? Like a work table
Okay,
height?
so when you say prep table, you're
Something-
like countertop height.
A countertop height?
36 inches, what you want.
Yeah, and we'll have to figure out how to float it.
All you need is you need a brace under here this way, for this one long end here, and this way. And that way, it looks like it's completely floating.
Floating?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Let's do that.
I like that idea.
All
Yeah.
right, well, let's get to work.
Oh.
Yes, sir?
Excuse me, just double checking here.
He wants to come over there and make sure it's level. I haven't done this side yet.
Okay.
I haven't done this side
double
yet.
checking. Okay.
Go to your chandelier.
Level police.
Come on.
After the supports are in place, they dry fit the cedar before adding extra strength with metal joist hangers. Since they call me the level police, I try to encourage the guys by complimenting on their strength when it's time to lift the chandelier into place. And it's really not that heavy for a couple husky gentlemen like yourself.
Huskies.
Husky, huh? That is the pot calling the kettle black.
It is what it is. And there is Frank's creation. Frank also created the globes for this fixture from mason jars using a trick he found on the internet. While Suzanne gets those installed, Alan applies some construction adhesive to the braces between the tree so we can lower the slab of cedar into place. We're also relying on those Haven fixtures from Newtone for landscape light as well as mosquito protection. The key thing, of course, you've got your little light here that's when it's activated, that will tell you that the mosquito repellent part of this is working, because that's a little unusual. There's two different wires.
Yeah.
One for the light, which is an LED light, and one for the mosquito repellent.
So how does that work?
Well, it's kind of neat. Here it is right here. So it's just a little refillable jar like this
Okay.
that actually fits inside of this. We'll go ahead and assemble it and put it in place, and then we can put it in the yard and wire it. It's just 12-volt wiring, so it basically just burns and emits the repellent that's necessary for it. We put them about every 10 or 12 foot, and it'll protect the whole perimeter of the area of the dining thing. And you don't smell anything like that. And one of these will last just about an entire season. Once the fixtures are in place and the controller is programmed, we're ready to put the newly painted table in place and start getting this place ready to enjoy. Frank and Suzanne have tons of space, tons of shade, and some beautiful trees in their backyard, but there was no comfortable way to access it and enjoy what was there. So the area literally went to the dogs. The natural surfaces we created with Paver Base provide the easy access they wanted without the artificial look of, say, a theme park. The fire pit we built will add a touch of warmth on cool nights for sure, but what I love about it the most is that we were able to incorporate Frank's projects into the overall plan. His potting bench turned bar has a new, more accessible home along the walkway, and the cedar slab table among the trees is just cool to look at, though I'm sure it'll get plenty of use as people are drawn in to see it up close. The plan was for the dining area to be the destination of the pathway, and what a destination it is. This location is perfect. We gave their old picnic table new life and situated it in just the right spot on the new patio under this beautiful tree, all under the glow of Frank's rustic chandelier.
It's so much more than I thought. It's incredible. We're going to be able to use this space, have friends over, be able to go outside ourselves, relax with our family and our dogs, and I'm just so excited. It's just terrific.
And you know what is going to be great is because down here the mosquito is a state bird, the mosquito control is going to be wonderful.
That's terrific.
They brought our backyard back to us, you know?
We've enjoyed it, and wish you could stay longer.
Frank, Suzanne, you guys enjoy your backyard.
Thank you so much.
You know, developing outdoor entertaining areas is more popular than it's ever been. And, you know, you think about it, once you develop a nice little area by a cozy fire, you've got a beverage area, maybe you inject some of your personality, like Frank and Suzanne had with this excellent piece of wood, some nice cool light fixtures, and especially a destination dining area like this, well, you end up using it all the time. And whether it's just a cozy couple sitting by a fire pit, or you have your family and friends coming over, which is obviously about to happen, you realize that your home doesn't stop at the back door. It spills right out into your backyard, and you get more use out of it than you ever have before. Get out there and develop your outdoor living area, and let us know if we can help you at today's Homeowner. Hey, I'm Danny Lipford. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you next week right here on today's Homeowner.
We have something for you.
boy, what have you done here?
You and Alan and Chelsea.
Man, I've got a place on the wall for that. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner. And don't forget to comment, like, and hit the bell icon so that we can notify you when new videos are posted.
And don't go anywhere, click around and continue the home improving fun.